We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way out to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Round 80.
ETN once more. Down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go. Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
ETN will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Allen going to try and keep it. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Come on. Set, Warriors, Cowboy 80. Ready?
Here's Milton now to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
18, 5 in.
To throw, it's Milton. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Cardinals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Milton. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Now Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Come on. Set. 70. Go.
Throwing is Milton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Nice. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
To throw is Milton. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
And the Cardinals, first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team. And think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Milton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
19, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Colston Loveland with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go on 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Panthers nothing. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. The Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Trap 60, trap 60. Stephanie! Panther 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. That is incomplete.
Looked like an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Hold the check.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18, rock, let's go. Rocco 80. Steady, right?
Looking to throw. Milton. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
18, fight, ready. Like 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Allen going to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
2 yards on the play. First down, Carolina.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Panthers nothing. Tyler Luke.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. Make you feeling okay. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Malik Neighbors, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make our score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Less than a yard.
Let's go. Lightning, 8-6.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Cardinals.
19 tight, 19 tight.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Milton will swing this out to Henderson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He gets it to Johnston. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Henderson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
Sometimes offense, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's second and 7. To the air, Allen going for the deep ball. And that will to be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
A gain of 15. First down, Panthers.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The drive begins with a run by Henderson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trevion Henderson, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. In motion, the tight end. Allen off the play fake. Here's a diving catch right side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's ETN. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Back at the 48-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Allen. Going up top. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Allen. Now a run here off the RP. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready? 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Milton completed to Hyatt. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
60 Maverick, 60.
Here's Milton now to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
90 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 tight. Let's go. Ready.
Now Milton. Johnston on the quick slant. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
70 Rangers. Go.
At the 23-yard line.
60 Bison. Ready.
Throwing is Milton. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Luke now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Down the sideline he goes. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Carolina. Travis Etienne, 65 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Folk connects on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel it.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's still on his feet. He may go. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trevion Henderson, 69 yards. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now Allen again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, it definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Allen going to run with it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Touchdown, Carolina. David Njoku, 58 yards. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw is Milton. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Mustang 19, Tiger 19, go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He has Hyatt over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
19, Wyatt. 18, 5.
On fourth down, Milton. Now a deep one for Johnston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Allen now looks to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Christian Harris there, finding his way home to record the sack. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 26 yards. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
The Panthers will line up for the
now a toss coming right side. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Buffalo 18. 2.
To throw, it's Milton. Hyatt has got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
That's good. Cardinals, first down.
Mustang 19.
First and 10 at the
Cup
34-yard
19.
line.
Cup 19. Warriors 70.
Here's Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 Panther 11. Panther 11.
Milton. A quick throw, but incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play. And it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On fourth down, Milton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On the move past the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
First down. A gain of 36 yards.
Straight ahead, ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And incomplete on the deep ball. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And the former Arizona Wildcat Folk gets this one to go. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCulba. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Allen. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here to tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
A 54-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And, Charles, I'm no psychologist, not going to pretend to play one here, not on TV, but it looked to me like the icing that might have gotten to him there.
I think it's a good idea. You and I will stay out of that business, but different kickers react in different ways. It doesn't faze some of them. Others, you're not quite sure, but for whatever the reason, this game is still tied.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Throwing, Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Dragon 60.
On 4th down, Milton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
19 lights. Go.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Back to throw again. Throw caught behind on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
60 average. 60. Let's go now.
10 at the 28-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Looking to put a drive together.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First throw of overtime for Allen. Allen going to run with it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Now Allen. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. A give running right, ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 32-yard line.
Completes to Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46.
First and 10
Allen.
at the 46-yard line.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Allen. Allen going to run with it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. ETN bringing in another one. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Panthers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did it find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed where I have my face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around.